Esperanto Basics Simplified for English Speakers. Lesson 4, Pronouns. I'm going to talk a little about the accusative case and also about verb infinitives in this lesson, along with pronouns. I would like to apologize for having left the verb infinitive out of the verb tense lesson. So just real quickly, a verb infinitive in English is like to be or to go. In Esperanto, to go is iri, to be is esti, to eat is mangi, to run is kuri. I run, mi kuras. I would like to run, mi volas kuri. I want to run, literally translated. So, Esperanto Basics Simplified for English Speakers, 4th lesson, pronouns. And the accusative case in Esperanto. As in previous lessons, italics will be used to show Esperanto text as we replace or augment English words. Along with pronouns, I'm going to cover the accusative case in this lesson, as I just mentioned. I also would like to mention the verb infinitive, which I should have included in the previous lesson. In English, the infinitive is the form that starts with the word to, as in to sing, to be, or to eat. In Esperanto, the infinitive is marked with an I ending, as in kanti, esti, or mangi. In Esperanto, just as in English, pronouns have traditionally been a source of gender bias. Solutions exist, but change comes slowly. As one such solution, I will introduce the strictly masculine pronoun he, so that those who choose to can treat li as gender ambiguous. However, keep in mind that you may yet encounter people who use li as both masculine and gender neutral. Unlike English, many languages have distinct plurals for their equivalents of the English words he and she. Traditionally, Esperanto has no plural of the feminine pronoun, and instead uses ili, which is defined as the plural of li. However, as mentioned, you may encounter people who use li as both a masculine and a gender-neutral pronoun. We have the same problem in the English language, with he and she both using they as a plural, and you may have noticed that the gender neutral or gender ambiguous singular also tends to be represented by the word they, which is traditionally plural. And there's a lot of disagreement amongst experts of just exactly what is proper and what is not in that regard in the English language. So since I'm trying to keep these lessons simple, I'm going to simply suggest that in Esperanto, the simple forms of the pronouns should have a prefix I, or the letter I, the English letter I, or the Esperanto letter I, prepended to them to form a pronoun plural. And that way all pronouns can have their plural formed in the same way. And he is masculine, she is feminine, li is gender ambiguous, ji is gender neutral, as in it. So moving on. However, there is no rule in Esperanto keeping us from simply attaching the prefix I to any Esperanto pronoun to form a plural specific to that pronoun. I have been doing this for years and have not yet had an Esperanto speaker fail to understand such explicitly plural pronouns as imi, ivi, ihi, and ishi. So let's have a look at some basic pronouns you can use right away to start practicing. The first person Esperanto pronoun is mi, and its accusative form is min. The second person Esperanto pronoun is vi, and its accusative form is vin. I love you becomes mi amas vin. You love me becomes vi amas min. Notice how the accusative form is used to specify the direct object of the verb. The accusative case has other uses also, but basically it indicates that something is being done to whatever the word stands for. The feminine Esperanto pronoun is she, and its accusative form is shin. As mentioned earlier, the pronoun li is sometimes treated as masculine, but I will suggest treating it as he or she, and treating the accusative form lin as him or her, while using the Esperanto pronoun he to mean he, and its accusative form hin to mean him. So the Esperanto phrase she amas vin could be translated into English as she loves you, while the Esperanto phrase he amas lin could be translated into English as he loves him or her. The English word it is translated into Esperanto as ji. Notice the accusative form of ji in shati jin, meaning to like it. Remember that the Esperanto language supports the word ordering of many different languages. The accusative case marker is one of the things that helps to facilitate this ability. While the English language distinguishes between he and him, you cannot say him hates he without being considered an error. Also notice that in English, the word her doubles as a possessive form, while him does not. And the English word you takes the same form in I like you as it does in you like me, even though I becomes me. So you can't arrange the words as freely as you can in Esperanto. In Esperanto, he kantas jin is the same as jin he kantas, and the same as jin kantas he. In all three cases, he sings it. Likewise, mi amas vin is the same as vin mi amas, and the same as vin amas mi. In all three cases, it means I love you. You don't need to practice all the different word arrangements. Use what you like, and learn to understand the rest as you encounter it. The preposition na may be used before a noun or noun phrase as an alternative way of representing the accusative case. So, she loves them can become she amas ilin or she amas na ili. And they love her can become ili amas shin or ili amas na shi. I recommend practicing with the traditional accusative form more than the prepositional accusative form, but some people find one form or the other easier. Practice what you can, as often as you can, as diversely as you can, but by all means, practice. Again, don't be afraid to practice using English words. This is the shortcut I'm offering with this lesson. You already have a vocabulary. Use it to your advantage. For example, he wants it could be practiced as he wantas gin, and later replaced with the pure Esperanto phrase he volas gin. Remember from the first lesson that nouns are marked in Esperanto by an o ending. The accusative is formed the same for nouns or noun phrases as it is for pronouns. The cat hates the dog becomes la kato hatas la dogon. Or in pure Esperanto, la kato malamas la hundon. Notice malamas is used for hate, as mal is a prefix meaning the opposite of. Amo is love in Esperanto. Amas is loves, as in the present tense, loving. Malamas is hates. In this case, la kato malamas la hundon. That prefix mal can be used to change basically any word in Esperanto into its opposite in some sense. The accusative form is marked in the same way when applied to plural, noun, or adjectives. The dogs chase the cats becomes la dogoi chasas la katoin. Or in pure Esperanto, la hundoi postkuras la katoin. Again, notice post is a prefix added to kuras, kuras meaning runs. Literally, la hundoi postkuras la katoin is the dogs run after the cats. And she will like the big cats becomes she shatos la grandain katoin. While the big cats liked her becomes la grandai katoi shatis shin. Now you know enough to practice using pronouns and the accusative case. Point at some things that you see around town and say to yourself or to someone else, he climbas la wallon. She drivis la caroin. Vi lycos la bluine. Or whatever phrases happen to fit the things you see. Notice, in that last example, it is not specified exactly what you will like, only that they are blue. Take turns with a friend translating each other. Or if nobody will practice with you, practice alone. So when you're ready to learn more, you won't have forgotten what you had already learned. If you've made it through these first 4 lessons and practiced often, you should know enough by now to try a basic conversation in Esperanto online. I'd suggest trying this phrase. Mi ŝatas lerni Esperanton. It means I would like to learn Esperanto. Thank you for hearing me out, and I hope you've had fun with these lessons. I'm going to take a break from recording for now and hopefully get back to the 5th lesson sometime soon. In the meantime, please post comments like, subscribe. Let me know if this is something that you're interested in seeing more of. And that's it. 4 lessons recorded in one day. And I think it's a good start. Again, thanks. That's it for lesson 4.